Hello and welcome. My name is Aerith, and this is my 42-week roster update. First thing we're going to do is claim the extra energy. Second thing we're going to do is come in here and use my energy. We're going to continue farming Captain Rex, get him up to 7 stars for my Phoenix team, and then we'll add his Zetas and possibly his Omicron. Don't quite have enough to apply another Omicron yet. Piet will be needed for Executor, and Nisa will be needed for C-3PO. But for now, and then aside from that, we're also going to farm Chupio so that when Nisa is 7 stars, when I get all my Ewoks up to, I'd say about gear 10 should be able to suffice. And I get my C-3PO unlocked, I'll be able to have pretty much my whole CLS team unlocked. We will go down here to Rebels, and I'll show you. I have CLS, Han Solo, and Chewbacca, all at 7 stars. Still at gear 1. It's about 35 million crystals. Or sorry, not crystals, credits in order to get all 5 characters up to level 85. Then it'll be gearing them up. Let's see what I've gotten so far. GAC began. Rank 200, rank 16. So we'll sign up for GAC, Grand Arena. Now that you've seen where I put my regular energy, you'll notice that I have Palpatine at 5 star, or Relic 5. I'm going to continue farming until Palpatine is at Relic 7. And after Palpatine is at 7, then I'm going to adjust. Hopefully by then, my TIE Fighter will be able to, will be at Relic levels, so I can just bring him up to the proper Relic levels, which is either 3 or 5. I can't recall. But once that happened, I'm going to bring Vader up to Relic 7. I need to bring Boba up to Relic 8. And I was also thinking of bringing Triple O up to 7. Just as rounding out that team to make it as effective as possible. Looking at what I have so far, I should probably start spending crystals on my Cantina farm. Not 100% sure where I'm going to spend all my crystals, but that's one option. Cantina farms, because I'm going to need certain Cantina characters are going to be needed later on, as well as signal data. You're going to need a lot of signal data. Now, once I've farmed up those few characters and I have extra energy, I tend to usually go to this node or the other node. Either node that gives me Chirotech. Oh, that's a perfect pull, guys. Stop for a second, appreciate that. That was a perfect pull. Don't get those often. That's typically what happens. So aside from that, we move on to the fleet energy. So we will go over here to ships, and we will continue farming this Raisin Claw. It's Raven's Claw, but he's been sitting so long, he's starting to look like a raisin. Getting old and dehydrated. And then we spend it on these ships. Slowly try and get them up to 7 stars. Razor Crest is going to be required at 7 stars as well, so keep looking to farm that, but it never shows up. We've been sitting at 55 to 58 for like a month now. I could use extra energy here, so we'll do a reset for this one, just for today. It is a ship that I'm going to need at 7 stars, but I'm also going to need to farm up Bad Badge. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't rushed my Marauder yet, even though I already have Negotiator. I also haven't farmed towards Gas, General Anakin Skywalker, because I am going to need C-3PO for that. Once I have C-3PO, then I also need to work on bringing Padme up levels. Where are you? Padme's down here at level 1 somewhere too. So I have a lot of characters that I'm going to need to bring up in levels as well as gear, but I don't want to spread too wide. So I'm just going to stay narrow and focus on these few characters that I need to focus on. The first thing that I'm going to do as soon as I get Nisa up to 7 stars is farm those Ewoks. They'll be at, I have 5 of them at 7 stars. Well, yeah, I have Tebow at 7 stars as well, but I'm not going to use Tebow. And I'm going to see if I can complete the C-3PO event with undergeared Ewoks without requiring Wicket. That's a big thing. In order to get under gear, you typically need to have Wicket. So I'm going to switch Wicket out and try using Nisa and seeing if that makes a difference. Shoot ourselves all the way down to here. No, wait, hold on. Don't listen to me. Don't shoot yourself. I'm out of most of my gems here. There we go. We'll keep farming Finn. One more, he'll be at 7 stars. And then I could start focusing on getting Zori Bliss up for that team. A lot of weird incomplete teams that I've noticed that you have when you get Lightspeed bundles. Because I got the Resistance bundle, but in order to have the best resistance, okay, now I'm gonna go all over the place a little bit here. Now I have the Resistance bundle. We'll go down here. But in order to have the best resistance team, you need Zori Bliss and Finn. So I've been farming Finn, and then in due time I will be farming Zori Bliss in order to complete that team. Maybe even double up and get 2 teams out of it. Captain Rex, absolutely required for the Phoenix team. You get your Shadows of the Empire bundle, and then you're like, great, I have Phoenix. But then you have to farm your Captain Rex. So that's what I have to do with that. Ewoks. I could have bought an Ewok bundle, but I didn't see the relevance in it. I already have most of them at 7 stars. Yeah, sure, I could gear them up and get them up to relic levels, but what would be the point of that? I'm not farming any Galactic Legends. I'm not going to need Wicket or Nisa for Galactic Legend Leia. So what's the point of spending money and adding all that extra gear for nothing? Get them up to gear 10, get C-3PO unlocked, and then ignore the Ewoks from that point on. Admiral Piet, he's part of my Imperial Troopers, which are all kind of low gear right now. I could, looking at it, I could potentially start my second team with Iden Versio. I got Piet, Veers, Stark, and Dark Trooper, and then even Moff Gideon, which could in time be replaced by Range Trooper. And then with my Iden Versio team, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, you know, I can't use any of these guys, except, oh, hold on, I think I could use Stark. Stark is not a leader. Yeah, Stark is not a leader, so I could replace Stark and put him down here for Range Trooper or even Scout Trooper or whatever, but there's a possibility for a double team to go up eventually. But again, it requires me to get those characters up gear levels. Admiral Piet will probably be the only one that I do intentionally at first, because Admiral Piet is required for the Executor. Executor is going to be extremely powerful and such a good addition to this roster. I've also noted, being at 3.35 million GP, I've actually surpassed the galactic power for my free-to-play account, which only sits at 2.6 million GP. But I've also noticed the difference between my free-to-play roster and this roster is that my free-to-play is extremely focused, and I'm not farming characters to complete teams that I bought with Lightspeed bundles. If I'm farming a character, it's going to be filling out an entire team. So I'm basically planning ahead to farm entire teams on my free-to-play account. Oh, this is not going to look good. Don't really pay attention to those too much. Pardon me. And then we go to fleet here. I stay in the top 50. I could probably push myself up to the top 20, 25-ish, but I really, I couldn't care less. Is that how I put it? Jama fish. And for anybody who, I'm speaking gibberish. I was gonna say, for anybody who didn't know what I just said, it was French for I don't care. But it doesn't matter if I speak French or English. I can't speak, I speak gibberish. Of course you go first. Dick. I don't care for ship. I see this and I'm like, yeah, I quit. I have no interest in continuing. Okay, cool. That disabled them. That's nice. Now we can do this and that'll hit all three of them. Bam! Focus the taunt. Of course. Ooh, what am I gonna use? Maybe I'll use you. And there goes the train. Boop, boop. Big and loud, obnoxious. I don't know if you guys hear it in the background, but it is. Yeah, it's really loud. I'm not really seeing it much in my mic here, so you guys might not get it registered, which is a good thing. Nothing more annoying than being like, "Murr, murr," as somebody's trying to talk to you. I just finished talking for the last 5 minutes telling you what needs to be done. Yeah, well, I didn't hear a thing. All I heard was murr, murr. Sorry, I'm kind of losing it. My brain is kind of cooked and it is absolutely baked. Not in the 420 Snoop Dogg sense, but in the fact that the weather has been absolutely absurd. About a week ago, I was dealing with 15 degrees Celsius. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're dealing with like 25 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius. And for any of you American people out there, that's just fucking hot to us. It ain't no Australia hot. It ain't no middle of summer in Florida hot. But as a Canadian who's worth, used to like 10, 15 degrees in this time of year. It's too bloody hot. So my brain is cooking. My head is baking. And how many fucking times are you gonna go? Holy shit! The fuck was that? Are you one? Okay, good. You attacked 4 fucking times in a row. That was retarded. Get rid of Boba. We're looking a little risky here. Got the breach. I'm invisible though. Oh, and I do have the insta-kill in the next turn. That should be good. Yes! I won! Barely. If I was stalling anymore, I definitely wouldn't have. Yeah, I don't care about your shield. You're dead. Goodbye! Thank you. Brilliant. That wasn't so bad. Although, I don't think I have my negotiator sitting on defense, which might affect why I'm so low in the top 50. Possibly. I'm not sure. Possibly. So we'll collect, and claim everything here. And then we got to go to our challenges and everything like that. So we collect some more. Collect a little bit more. Go to the challenges. Complete. Beautiful extra gear, some extra credits. Some extra character shards. Mainly for shard chop currency. And then some more ship credits, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are my dailies for this week. Now, before I forget, you guys are going to do this with me. You're going to stick around and do this with me. We are going to edit my defense. We're going to go here. We're going to make sure that the negotiator is back here. So we're going to switch you out, throw the negotiator in there, and then we'll grab our Galactic Republic team. And I think we're going to go something like this. Yeah, that should work for now. That's better than the defense I had. And yeah, I think that's that. Oh, I see. So Grand Arena, the next one we're gonna have is gonna be 3v3. Hold on to your butts. That'll be an interesting one. Anyway, I believe that is everything. That is the progress that I've made. This is where I'm at. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Honestly, have yourself a great day. God bless. Hello and welcome. My name is Aerith, and this is my 41-week roster update. I should probably double check and make sure. 42-week roster update. Fuck, now I feel stupid.